Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures trading stream. Today is Wednesday, May 8th. It is 10:20 a.m. Eastern Time in the US. The market has opened with a gap, a significant gap, which has been closed now. This is one of the scenarios. Um, when the market closes a gap, I start to watch what the opposite side of the range, right? Or the range from where the gap has came from. That's the first thing. What I usually do. But I have my doubts today. Because yesterday we have this day that had significant higher volume relative to the previous day, right? Relative to the previous was higher. And it was a day that was traded very mechanical, very mechanical buying that happened here, very mechanical selling that happened here. But it was a day with higher volume where you could see, if you were present here, you would be able to see the action of bigger traders, right? Bigger traders here taking care of the long inventory and taking care of short inventory. Now you can see the crowd buying, and then when there was just a lot, bigger traders came to the market and traded. I start to sell into the buying or buying to selling. Just that, just trading. I mean, yeah. And this is a very emotional market. What we are having here. It is for me. It is really hard. A day like today, it's really hard. It's been hard. These kind of days, I don't have good experiences, good memories from this kind of days. So I have a big break. The trend is to the upside. Now that one time frame high has ended, but we have a very prominent POC, very prominent overnight POC. As I'm speaking now, these overnight distributions are now closed. This is closed. This is this is an eyesore here. What I can see here, this POC, boy, is kind of disgusting. I don't find, I cannot find another word for that, for for this kind of POC, right? Because POC could have been anywhere in here, and it just happened to be here. Um, how you make up your mind, right? How you make up your mind here in when you have this kind of breaks. Let's just look at this. I was talking to Yaya. If you are watching, the stream, I have just put there a couple months ago that to pay attention to what the market is doing. All right, what the market is doing, what happened with tempo, and what the market is trying to do, right? What the market is trying to do and what the market have already done. when I put that statement, when I put that observation in Discord, the market was in this area, right? It really had good advance. I was trying hard, really hard to trade, to sell here. The tempo in this direction, um, I wasn't watching the. I wasn't watching. I did a couple of trades to the downside, but at that moment I wasn't watching the downside. I was actually watching the downside. You have one type of movement here, and another type of movement this direction. This has good tempo, really good tempo, and this one has really bad, right? Really bad. This is no good what happened here when the market was trying to do this. I was thinking how do I get along here? Right? What can be a good area to get along here, and right, because the trade could have been closing the distribution and maybe even this one, the ultimate destination, the opposite side of the range, but I didn't find anything clear here. I guess I shouldn't say clear, but I didn't see an opportunity, at least in this market. Nasdaq has a better one. Nasdaq, you could see the volume here. The market just couldn't get into, or couldn't get to past this area here. And tempo was really, really, really bad compared to what happened here. Right? Compared to what happened here. Now, most of this overnight has been taken. Yeah? Again, very emotional here. And again, this overnight is to the upside. This significant, a very prominent POC of the chunk or the bulk of the overnight profile is in the upper side, or relative to where the market opened. What the market is doing, the market is in short, she's in short covering mode, right? And we have that bulk, that bulk of volume, a weak volume, in the upper side. Of course, in hindsight, I can say that, right? But this was when this was in the odds. The easy part for the market is this part, because there is nothing here. You just can't see here, man. There is just this. I mean, the market doesn't need much to go through this area, right? Because there's no volume here. Absolutely no volume here. Little bit of volume can do the job there. Volume is slightly lower, but now, again, the way how this market is trading looks to me like short covering. The market is in short covering mode now. This looks like short covering. I hope you've been seeing this one also. All right. And this was this to me is again, this is short covering. All this inventory that got short now is being taken care of. Now, the bond market, the one that I was talking about, the bond market also has had, the range was compacting. It was compacting for 1, 2, 3 periods. It had a resolution to the upside as well. Now, that market has a downside gap, at least a 30. And today, I believe we have an auction. Do we have an auction at 1 p.m.? I don't know if it's the 10 or it's the 30. But it is one, let me check. Wednesday, yes, it's the 10-year note auction we have today. So that thing also can also bring some volatility to this market. Now, as we speak, here, the market is becoming very emotional right now. Okay? Now notice where the sellers came from. Right from this high. Right. I got a short here, I have to say. My last short was here. I did a couple. How many trades I did? Two, four. I did 4 trades, and this was my last one. Right, and all of them were to the downside. I was watching how, man, this the way how this market was trading, it did had a conviction to the upside. But what I thought was, this is the easy part, right? This is the easy part here, right? This is the easy part here. Taking care of this, because there's nothing here, and the real opportunity may have come here, in this area here. But it didn't work. I just kind of like scratched the trade when I saw what was happening. It was a really, really, really short, really small trade, right? And against what the market was doing, based on the gap, based on gap guidelines. Now, why I changed my mind after that was same gap guidelines, right? If anything happens, if the gap is closed, the first thing what I look for is volume. Usually the buying comes right from the opening, and the gap was closed in the first period, and that changed a lot of things here. Also was closed in the first period, and these kind of markets, I also ask you to check your dailies in this market, because this is what I saw. When I did my homework yesterday, this is what I saw in Nasdaq. Just can you see this? This is a perfect trend line that was sold, right? You grab this 3 here or this 4 here, and you just extend it. And yesterday it was sold from that level. Very mechanical way to sell something, right? And this kind of trade, and I saw that kind of like late. I did my homework around midnight yesterday. And I don't trade the overnight, huh? And when I woke up, I saw this. Oh boy, that was a trade, right? This is a trade, selling from this. That is, and also this day, this really high volume, right? We can see relative to the previous days that we were having. And what the market did, it did nothing. It went nowhere, right? It opened here and closed it very close. It closed here, right? And it closed very close to the opening, very narrow range. And also, if you check when you check your charts, this is a very technical, right? Market opening and closing, opening and closing. Very technical trade here. Very technical here. What did I write here? In my homework. And a bigger traders taking short-term trades back and forth. Once inventory got short or too long. I did a note. I put a note to myself. Be careful, be cautious, be careful in the current environment. Don't get attached to trades and have passions. Few times there are trades early in the morning right? That can work. I don't take usually. I don't take. But this is what catches my attention last night here. This kind of selling coming, and now again buying from 50. This market here. That was also very systematic, very mechanical trading going on here. And when I check what's going on with tech as well, tech is getting increased. Tech is getting very risky as well. And on why I check tech, you see what I mean with tech here, right? Big movement, short. This is short covering here. Short covering. This is also short covering. Uh, Short covering here as well. And all these markets are just messing with short-term traders here. And in the daily, just look at the gaps here, man. This is crazy, man. Apple, Netflix buying from the 100, Meta buying from the 100. Um, look at the Kamala. Look at this movement that Google has had, right? Amazon buying, I cannot say from the tick, but from the 100, right there, from that level too. Tesla, from all of this, Tesla is the worst. Tesla is the worst here. Because it has the 200, it is selling from the 100, but it has the 200 above the 100. It may have come back up to here. Right? It would be worse if this was up here. Now I can say maybe this can come back up to here, and who knows, that there's change here. But look at this area here. This is really bad. This is looking really bad. And the strongest is Nvidia here. It's coming back to it's to this range here, very close to the highs as well. We don't have anything now coming from these markets. We just have maybe 1 month left in this contract. And now I don't want to say this, right? But it is basically, if what happened yesterday is an indication, what happened yesterday and the day before yesterday, this is very short-term trading going on here. Very short time frame trading going on here. And I don't see bigger capital here. Kind of like there is always investing, right? But like that kind of conviction, right? The market trades in one moves in one direction because somebody's buying, right? I don't see that. I just see just very short term trading, and that kind of trading is very treacherous, because what happened is this kind of traders don't have staying power. They are not here to buy this market, for example, and keep it for weeks or months. They don't do that. They just, if the market doesn't move in their direction, they will just close. They may even switch positions, right? What I have been watching here is this market. For example, yesterday, it was just this was just long liquidation, inventory got long in weak hands, and then the shorts were forced to cover here. This day here has left a bunch of weak levels here. Let's check this, for example. And now, consider this, right? I don't consider this what's happening right now Give me a second, please. I don't know what about. Okay, I'm back, but I don't know what I was talking about. Um, oh, okay. This day here, I'm going to check this day. Okay, look at what we have here. One, two, three, four lows here. Very mechanical lows here. Right? Very weak. This day, I mean this low, is not a good one. So none of these weak intraday weak references have been clear. Now, something different, the Nasdaq is different. Now we have this one that has been repaired from this day. They have this from this day. This is not more. We have another one here. We have another one here. We have another one here. All of these have been clear. What do we have the day previous to that? Yeah. I think this is even more important here from this day. This is 3 wide, it's 3 wide daily hardback. It's like the market sells and just bought from here once, 2, 3 times from a reference like this. All right. Have you switched your mind here? The ability to switch your mind once you see what the market is doing. The key, the market showing its hand here was this area here. When I got short here, let it go, and the market just struggling. After the market has closed the gap, it just didn't have anything to the downside. It has left another. This low is not good. This low is also not good, right? This is how can I? What the next thing is? How do I go with the market? Do I want to go with the market? Right? Is there any? Is the risk? Is the risk high in this market? Are the longs? Is the long position carrying how much risk? Right? How much risk the long has? Do I want to be there? That's the next thing I want to do. I decided once I saw this buying coming from this level, I would say this may be, I may have a bias here. It is just not doing the way I think what I would prefer, what I would like. I don't feel. It's not that I don't feel comfortable. I don't like it. Well, I just don't like it. All right. Now, most of them, I believe. I mean, this is the type of trader that I am, or at least I, it's my goal. I want to be like this. Right? I want to be a developed trader. My trades. have the tendency, as my goal is this movements, right? I'll have a movement like this, maybe aiming to this high here, right? But I just don't see it right now. I think there was an opportunity here that I did not see. Again, this is very, my bias here got in the way. Sometimes you got you just got too much information, right? That you have this bias, cognitive bias here. And I just didn't like this law, man. I just didn't like having 1, 2, 3, 4. I just didn't feel good here. All right. Then I saw the market just buying with confidence. Okay, this market can close the gap here, right? And I think I missed the trade when I say there, when I say in Discord that you pay attention to change, notice how the change in tempo, how the market has changed tempo, but the change came when the market was going lower here. It was going lower. It wasn't going higher. It was going lower here. Right. So it didn't have it to the downside. But I also mentioned there was a key level here, right? And sometimes, and this is something I do have, right? Sometimes you just need to switch your mind, right? Sometimes it's easier, and other times it's hard. I don't know when it's going to be easier, to be honest. Sometimes it's easy for me, sometimes it's harder. I suspect that has to do with these biases that I have. And when it is hard, and I realize, okay, the traders, this was it, right? This area, this was it. Right? I said, but gosh, man, I just couldn't go here. Okay, what I actually was watching these puts here, these 1590 puts, watching. I didn't. The other things I didn't got that. Okay, because one of the things the market did, the market closed the distribution. Closed the gap during the first period. That's and for me, when that happens. In this kind of environment, these were the hardest days I had. I didn't have good memories. I don't have good memories when that happened, right? And those are habits, right? Those are habits that you have to overcome. In this case, I have to overcome that because what happened before has nothing to do with what's happening now. Absolutely nothing. But my brain my brain remembers the pain, right? My subconscious remembers the pain, and is protecting me against that. I don't want to feel pain. It didn't feel good. Okay. Now, can this be? I believe now into this, what's happening now. The market may have gotten too long yesterday too. And this could be the break the market needed to rally further. Another thing that I was watching today is, as the market break in the overnight, I was paying attention to this range here too. Well, this range. I did some changes yesterday to my charts, but I was paying attention to this range. What should I consider this range here? I disregard. I removed this. There was an opening here. I was considering this as but I consider this one now, and this is the range, right? First, selling from this area, from this very mechanical reference here. As long as the market keeps above this range, this high here, I still have potential to the upside. But personally, I consider this being very very risky markets, right? It can just switch. You know, we as we saw the break in the overnight, and you need to switch your mind when right here, right? It was here in this area here, in this area here. That's when I needed to switch my mind. I didn't do it. I was watching just. I guess I was expecting or wanting, right? I want the market to do this was stronger than the market is doing this, right? But as long as I want to remove now something as I am just getting here, I think this. Okay, I guess. Okay, this. Okay, I'm going to remove this too. Because what what is relevant, this level here, which was February high, was replaced now for this gap high here. It's, now what kind of buying we are having here? Not bad, huh? It's increased, or kind of like a little, how much, like 3%? Like maybe 3% lower. It's very similar to yesterday. And now I'm thinking now, can this be a trending day? You know, because the market is in short covering mode. Market is in short covering mode. This is, for me, what is happening here is short covering. Now, if this is a short covering, I may see some sideways trading here. The other scenario is, let me grasp, let me do something here. Okay, this is a reference as well. This is the late rally high here. This is the late rally high. Oh, come on, man. This is this is that's that POC as well. No, but I don't think. No, I'm watching this now. I don't think this is as long as this market keeps this rally high. I think there's something in this area, but I don't think now that this has good odds of hold in there. Okay, the other thing is, if there's something here, let me check. 52.20. Oh, come on, man. 23. This area here, this one here, this one there, and I have been very technical here now. Very technical, because I think that's what the market is doing now. 256 in Nasdaq, just slightly lower than the yesterday's high. Yesterday it was sold from this trend line. The trend line is here, and that if I extend the trend line, it is here today. Just after POC here, so I'll be watching this area here. There's no excess. We don't have excess on the upper side. Oh, something else here. From, and this is from profile. This is also something that I was, we have this rally. We have this short covering rally here. That's going on, right? Since the longs here, and here are different than the longs that we had here yesterday, we had here the day before, previous to that. But notice, there is excess here. We have excess. We have excess here. We do have excess. We do have excess. Little one, right? Technically, just enough. Even this one, just enough to be technically good. We also have at least this much today. But we don't have, the upper side doesn't have that. This one, yesterday we done weak. Poor and non-exercise. But, all the way up to here. But what I think here, the type of traders that are doing this movement, I don't know if they will have the strength to take the market all the way up to here. All right, and especially, considering that, look at this, right? Let's do some. This is why I use Fibonacci's here. What? All right. Let's take this high and this low. Where the market is at right now? Oh, no way, no freaking way, man. What the heck is this? Come on, man, don't tell me. Really? Just check this out. Did you notice something here? This is the center of the range, huh? From the high, this pullback that we had, this pullback around maybe 6.6% pullback. And this is the high part. This range is in the lower part. Oh, look at that. Isn't this interesting here? Wow, that's another thing, right? We know this is... what I put that fib there is to see where the market is right now. Do you think this market can, for the next month, or for the remaining of the month, can trade at this in the center, right? Because there was a distribution up here, distribution down here, kind of like a thin area here in between. And we may see something here, sideways here. Because this is really, really elongated market here, right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 gaps, back-to-back gaps are just very emotional there. That's why I say this is short cover. Now, what's happening with tempo now? Now, close to where? The same kind of tempo that we have here, down here, that's happening here. Is that an indication for me to go short or to go jump long? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing any of that. I didn't do it here. I'm not doing it right now. Now this is when trading, the trading. This is most most part of the trading day, I spend watching the market, just watching. Right? We have some opportunities today. And we have some opportunities today, which I did not take. It's really hard. I usually don't do this here. For the one time you get something at the opening, there's going to be 9-10 times that it's going to be against. Or at least that was my experience. I don't trade much at the opening. I did so far. I did 4 trades. Notice how tempo is slowing down now. And how we have 1, 2, 3 distributions now. Right? And this is the waiting part. And this is also part of the business, right? Part of the business is being in this market. Most traders, for example, I think when we see this part of the market, right? We have this trend line here. Or if you trade Nasdaq and you got this trend line, the market selling right from that trend line yesterday, and woke up today and see the market way down here, right? Okay, that made me think, all right, come on, man, how I am going to take advantage of this opportunity? Because I consider the opportunity was that trend line, but the market, which is way up here, but the market is down here. How am I going to sell now, right? That will be catching, that will be following price, right? That's following the price. The market is low, I'm going to sell. But this trend line here, this one, and this one, made me think, okay, come on, man. There's no way I can, or for me, there's no way I could have done that. No, because I was sleeping. I don't have anything there. I trade regular, only regular trading hours. Now we have really slow tempo here. Volume is not bad. Volume is unchanged. I am not looking to short this market. Look at the highs, for example, right? Nasdaq is weakening there. Okay. You can see, if you want to see how markets work, the Nasdaq develops faster. You can see this market is more efficient here. There's more volatility here. Notice, for example, where this low is. This is no good here, right? Now, once this low is repaired, the way how this market does it is usually have some little bit of downside extension here, yeah? From this hardback here. What can happen is closing this. If it extends too much, right now, right there, if it extends too much, you can close this distribution here. Closing this distribution targets this low. Right? Now, where is being bought from? Right from this high here. This is mechanical trading. Can you see where it stops? If there's some selling here, this will just keeps going lower and lower. It gives him an idea who is doing the buying. Right? Now it's happening here. This is the pace is slower. It tends to happen fast here. You have to give it more room as well. I am treating this day so far as a trending day. Now, this could have been rebalancing of the short inventory, or the overnight short inventory. We have a non-excess high there. Just watch, man. That's what I do. I know, just watch. This market is still today. I have no reason to short this market. If any, I may be, I don't know, trying to get into the movement. If there's, but I just don't like it. And sometimes, some days it's just like that. Just like that. Have another chart. The ES. This is clearer. I have this, you know, no biases, no marks, no nothing here. Right? It helps me to see what's going on here. Right? I have this volume. This market, for example, didn't get into the bulk of this area. So the longs here still remain. Now it's chewing its way into this area here, right? Trying to get just so what happened here yesterday? These are longs, right? These are longs that we're forced to liquidate. There are going to be a lot of longs now that are going to be selling. Oh, okay, God, Sam's God, the market came back to me, right? Face a gap, it closed the gap, and now, oh boy, Sam's God let me out, right? Sam's God, the market come back. I'm going to get it out, right? Because I was short. That's what's happening to shorts here. So what about the longs, right? Not shorts, the longs. They're selling. You know, they may have been price averaging down here. Who knows, man? And this is clear, right? It kind of allows me to have a better view as well. Sometimes you just have too much. Now this gap has been closed. Another reference that I was observing is this. There's a lot of buying here in this area here. Now, in previous days, or the first time, I don't remember when, like maybe a month ago or something like that, this area here, and that's why I make this also wider. This is the trend line, but also this was an area from which the market just took off the first time it came through. You know, this year I'm talking about maybe March or something like that, and was sold off from this area as well. Right? Once it gets through, there was a big selling, there was a big buying here. Once you get to this area, that's another reason. Also, I'm thinking maybe, right, there is a possibility sideways trading in this area. Wow. In this area here. The 94, where's the 94? Okay, they have 94. Oh, well, this is support. This also was a reference when the market was moving higher. Come on, man. I mean, and I keep it, as long as the market keeps paying attention to these references, I just keep it. For how long? I think I will see one day the market just won't do nothing, right? Doesn't pay attention to that. And just keep doing this thing. All right, I don't have much here. I don't have much here. So far, the market's to the upside. I don't see a reason to short the market. It doesn't mean that the market is not it's not going to break. Now check Nasdaq for example where it's buying, right? It's trying that market is trying to find support somewhere there. Somewhere. Very weak buying here. Very weak buying. It was bought from this halfback first, then from this. Now it's buying from Celo. Next thing buying from here. Next thing buying from this level. You know? There can be some opportunities here. Oh, it's time. 10 minutes, huh? Now, if C low is taken, that will be, you know, one time frame lower, the cessation of one time frame higher here, early in the morning again, and that increases the odds of rotation. That increases the odds of rotational market. Okay. I don't know if you are here, Yaya. Please, if you are there, let me know to leave the stream here. Come on, man, this is no good now. This is no good. Now we have POC. Look at this. Look at this. You know, it's trying to find support somewhere. It didn't find it here, it didn't find it here, it didn't find it here. Will it get it here? Taking this low changes. And that changes this market. It ends one time frame higher, right? It's a sign. It's a sign of change here. Very weak level there. Now, I guess I'm looking to the downside. I may switch here, but no. When I say that, I see change happening. Right? It doesn't mean I'm going to short now. Let's just pushing. this was a reference after all. Now, what can happen to POC if we have POC? POC, if this market breaks, POC will move down here. If that happens, the sellers will not have a bad position in there. Now, the next thing that has to happen in this market is value moving at least inside this value. Very close to close this distribution. This distribution still is open. Watch this area, okay? Watch this area here. This is huge volume in this area here. And this is ironic, right? This actually is a sign. This is a sign of weakness. Closing the distributions, the sign that there is, that the buying is not that serious here in this market. It's different. What's going on in ES is different. Let me check what's happening. Oh, okay. There is potential. Check your bond markets, and you will see what happened there. We have contracting range, compacting. And now we have tremendous potential of firecracker effect over there. But remember, 10 p.m. I mean 1 p.m. 1 p.m. today. 1 p.m. today. You have the 10-year bond auction at 1 p.m. today. We may have some sideways trading here. This market right now is going higher. Right? You can see one time frame higher has not ended. It's only one tick in the ES, but value is lower. Right? What do you do how do you trade a market has lower value? Right? This is very misleading. The information the market is giving us is very misleading. It's giving us contradicting pieces of information. A market to the upside, intraday to the upside, but the market is to the downside actually. Okay? This market is to the downside. I'm not watching price, I'm watching value here. I'm going to if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to be calling it a day. We'll do breakfast. We'll keep. If I see something, I will put it. We'll upload to Discord. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the day. Stay safe. Bye bye.